Namaste, guys. Phoenix here. I hope y'all are doing amazing. I hope you are treating yourself well. Happy Jupiter's Day. Today is Thursday. Today we're going to be talking about the energy of time. Okay, I wanted to pull 3 runes. I got some runes, black obsidian runes, and so I wanted to pull them because I'm feeling called to. And I wanted to talk about the energy of time from Hermes perspective. Okay, you know who Hermes Trismegistus is, the thrice great. This is a being who scholars say came here, incarnated here 3 times. They could say it was Thoth, Hermes, and it's different. Like, I don't know, like, they say that he will, let me get my words together. They say that he always incarnating, that each time he incarnated in different civilizations. I want to say, if that's the word, like Hermes, where did that name come from, right? That is the Greek name of him. Thoth is the Egyptian name of him, right? And so I kind of want to look up the other one, okay, but I don't want to be here too long looking up Hermes in that type of way, because I understand, like, I had seen my other video how I go on these tangents of looking for things, and I kind of didn't approve of it my own self. So just really quick, why they called him let's see why they call Hermes Trismegistus. Okay, so we have Egyptian Thoth, like I said, the Hellenistic period. The title reflects Thoth Egyptian epithet of being great, 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 okay? And he was a master of 3 fields of wisdom. That's why they call him Trismegistus, 3 times great, okay? Some traditions say Hermes was also called thrice great because of he mastered 3 parts of wisdom of the whole universe: alchemy, astrology, and theology. I don't know what this words mean. The greatest philosopher, the greatest priest and philosopher and king. Other accounts suggest that title refers to his excellence in these three roles as described in the text, the Pi Minder. Okay, you all should read those texts. Like, I've read them, but now that Spirit has me going back through them, applying them to my own life. And the praise of the Trinity, that's what they call him, you know, the Holy Trinity, right? The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, okay? And so alchemy, astrology, and theology. I don't know how to say that word. So let's see what this word means. THU. Wait. Please go back. I don't want don't see nothing about no OKC. OKC, you could be from Oklahoma, okay, because that just came up. Let me write it down. Theurgy. Here we go, right here. How do you say this verb? Theurgy, yeah. The operation or effect of a supernatural or divine agency in human affairs, okay? This is what we're talking about right here, okay? So he mastered alchemy, right? That is transforming the human self into the divine self, which is gold, right? And then theurgy, this is the operation or effect of a supernatural or divine agency in human affairs, right? Let me see. The theurgy was the conjuring of beneficent spirits using an appropriate ritual to employ the superior powers of supernatural beings for earthly purpose, okay? This belief in the power of sympathy was present in classical times, but it experienced a great resurgence under the stimulus of Renaissance Neoplatism, okay? And so I'm not going to go into that anymore. You all can go into that, but I wanted to ask you, right, to let me get my together, okay? I speak from the spirit within me, which is one with the Most High. My words are not from ego, but from the source of all creations. No watcher, no accuser, no muzzler has authority over my voice, heart, or my truth. I am rooted in love and covered in light and sealed in the presence of the God within. When I speak, it is for awakening, not for offense, and my words will only land where they are meant to land. I am safe, I am guided, and I am whole, right? And so I want you all to consider this, okay? This is the download that I got. Can we consider life is a dream, right? Can we consider that, right? That was something that I got while I was contemplating the energy of this morning, okay? And the cards that I pulled, I have a new tarot deck called the Oracles of Vision and the New Orleans tarot deck, right? And so this when I was shuffling this deck last night, it told me that it is here to reveal things of the unseen. And my goodness, it definitely delivered, okay? And then I had the New Orleans tarot deck, and then this card came in, Balance. This is what it looks like, okay? These are some beautiful cards, okay? And so, can we consider life is a dream, okay? Time is an illusion, right? And the past never was, and the future doesn't exist. Can we let go of our experiences, right? It is the nervous system, right, that feels the happened of life, right? It clings close to the feeling of the happened and the happening, what is happening right now, right? So if you're feeling yourself clenched, if you're feeling your nervous system just in a state of fight or flight, or that freeze and fawn state, right? You know how like deers are stuck in a headlight, right? If you're feeling your nervous system doing that, it is asking you, the Most High, Hermes, whatever energy you resonate with, right? Whatever higher power you resonate with, right? Theurgy, I think that's why they wanted me to read this word, because it kind of like shouted at me. Is want you to know you have guardian angels with you, yes, with you at this time, okay? And I'm going to show you the cards that came with the energy to clarify what I'm saying, right? And then it says, how is it that we can let go of a dream Remember, like when we sleep, we have dreams, and then we like, oh, we just let it go, right? But not let go of the dream of life. And they're asking you to breathe through the memory, because that is the only thing you're holding on to, is the memory of life, right? The memory of what happened. That's the only thing keeping you connected to the happened, okay? The memory of life. I hope this is making sense, okay? And so the energy that I got, it was 3 different energies, and I was trying to pull them all together, okay, as to what was happening, okay? Like the energy that I was experiencing, I was trying to pull them together. And 3 times is so significant because you know, Trice Magistus 3, right? He mastered alchemy, astrology, and theurgy, right? The bringing down, the conjuring of supernatural, right? But the difference is you have supernatural beings here awaiting to work with you, that were born to you, assigned to you, guardian angels, spirit guides that are assigned to you to be with you throughout your whole life, right? Throughout your whole internal, external existence, right? And so the questions that came up for me, for the collective energy, the version of me, okay, and like I said, I personalize this energy so that I can get the answers, because that's how they come to me, when I sometimes will take them unto me and I will give you all the answers. I hope that is okay. I hope it's not like, I don't know how to say this, but if my, okay, let me keep going, okay? And so I ask, like, the version of me that feels like she's not safe in this world, right? She pretends and is putting on a mask to be in this world. And then the next thing that I got was, I believe, this is what came up, I believe she's afraid of people and their personalities, right? Of what they can do, what they are capable of, because she has seen, she has witnessed, she has experienced many of them, and she reflects back on even how she has been in this physical reality, right? I hope that's making sense, right? And so it's the version of you that is the nervous system we're talking about, right? We can also be talking about being able to turn lead into gold, right? Right, the humanness of you, right? That's another thing, right? The humanness of you, right? That's one version, right? If you are contemplating, if your nervous system feels overwhelmed, right? That was one of the things, right? And then we have the fearful to move forward, right? Fearing danger is right around the corner, right? Being on guard, not allowing the nervous system to relax, afraid to relax, afraid she will make the wrong decisions due to what she has experienced in the past. Now, energy is fluid. Take this how it resonates, right? When I feel these messages coming to me, I am integrating them and learning about them from a personal standpoint, okay? So I personalize this and I assist to help you all. I don't know what that is. It's not me, okay? Like this energy, it just said it's not you, okay? So it's not me that's doing this, right? This is whatever soul creation that is within me that does this, okay? And then this is the fearful to move forward, right? The alchemy, astrology, right? You don't know what's around the corner, right? And sometimes we can, like the cycles of life, right? The cyclical nature of life, right? I was gonna say knife. I don't know, cutting cords. 4 on my timer cords needs to be released, okay? Because this is what's happening, right? It is your time to release this energy from you, right? And the astrology of this, like, They want me to repeat it. I have guides here also, okay? Because when I speak they, someone else is here. But the cyclical nature of reality, right? The rotation of life, you learning some things from your experience, right? You no longer, I'm seeing the planet Saturn, right? I'm seeing the rings, like how you can get caught on the rings. I'm hearing that, like, oh, I heard, like, let me hold your hand through this, right? Walk through this with me, right? Walk through this transition with me, okay? Let me hold your hand. That is what I'm hearing. Like, allow me to walk before you, okay? I don't know. I feel like this is your spirit, guys. That's why I said they, because they're saying, like, allow me to walk with you, to show you that there is nothing to be afraid of, to show you that what you are afraid of is a mask, is an illusion of the happening of life, of the happened of life, okay? And you're afraid to move forward because of the happening. You're afraid of what might happen in life in the future, right? And that's why Hermes came in, like, to consider life is a dream, to consider that time is an illusion, and the only thing that exists is the eternal now, right? And so the past, the only thing that's keeping you holding on to the past is a memory, because consider the past never existed, right? You are to extract what you need from the past so that you can cultivate the knowledge that you will be faced with in the possible future, right? And so it's like, that is the purpose of the experience, right? But they want you to hold on, to let go of the past and memories of the hurt, of the fear, of the guilt, of the shame, right? Release, right? But hold on to what serves your highest good. Like, what lessons did you learn from the past, right? Experiences, right? They keep reminding me that, like, the past, no, like, it never, like, it keeps saying, like, no, it was just, like, we're remembering it. It's a memory. It's like, it's faded. I'm seeing, like, how, I don't know what this is, like, how, like, something is turned away, right? And then it's like the wind is blowing, and the past is like just floating away, like turn away from the remembrance of the past, right? That is what I'm seeing. And this is related to astrology, right? You guys are little Hermes out there, okay? That's what I just heard, okay? And then we have this energy of feeling bound to explore something, feeling bound to explore, right? Also feeling the grass is greener on the other side, right? Not accepting the magicalness of right now, right? The theurgy energy of the magicalness of right now, okay? And that in itself is a magical realm. That is the magical realm, the now, okay? And it says, it's not that it's, it's not that you don't want to feel the now. It's just that she wonders what something else outside of her holds for her, like what the possibilities of what else, what can be, what am I missing out on in my outside reality, like what am I missing out on? And if I go within myself, if I stay here in this present now, what am I missing out on, right? It is that energy, right? And then I also got, like, is it the something new, right? Not being content with you, with your own magicalness, not being here right now with your own magicalness, right? And so they draw my attention to the card, right? The step back. They want you to step back to see the magicalness, right? And I got the phrase when I was writing this, the glass half full theory, right? And so this is like the angel. Look, she's kind of like bound, but is a sword right here, right? She's not really fully, she's got her head down in this sorrowful state, like, I don't see anything else, I don't know what else, right? And it's not nothing bad, it's just that we don't remember. And it's all about you remembering who and what you are, you exploring the possibilities of the maybe, just what if, right? And it's crazy because they brought my attention to Romans this morning. I'm going to read that because it's very significant for this now that I think about it. And then look at this mermaid. This is so, these cards are beautiful. I don't want to show her bazooms, okay? She's in this glass, even though she can see everything around her, right? Okay, but it's so weird because she's in her element, right? She's in water, right? But she's still in a bowl. She still has herself in her own bubble, even though she's in her element. Look at the tail. It's like the tail, is like in her own element. So that gives me like, you are safe, right? You're safe, okay, to go within and let it go, right? Step back and see the possibilities of the safetiness of life, right? And so I'm going to read this Romans really quick. I hope this is making sense for you all. I'm going to show you the other cards that was pulled. Okay, and it says, from suffering to glory. For I consider that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. The glory revealed inside of you, okay? And it says, for the earnest expectations of the creation eagerly waits for the revealing of the Son of God. And you being eagerly to wait for your truth, for your energy, for your inner self to be revealed to you, right? Because that's whatever you are searching for, that is it. Okay, you're searching, if you are searching, right? You're searching for the internalness of you, your already fullness, right? And it's something that you're not seeing that's here available to you, because you could be like, your nervous system may be clenched, you still may be caught up in your head about the things of the past, right? And it says, for the creation was subjected to fertility, not willingly, right? We didn't know, okay? We didn't know. We got this program, right? Not willingly. We were just subjected to it because we were born in it. It was placed upon us. This is the program, right? And it says, but because of him who subjected it in hope, because the creation itself also will be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of God. That is the essence that resides inside of you that will be delivered, right? It has to be, because what you're seeking is seeking you, okay? For we know that the whole creation groans and labors with birthing pains, right? Together until now. And this card, honestly, I can't make this up. This card came out, and this is the angel that is watching you, right? Angel is androgynous. Look at that on his top of his head. Is that Da Vinci symbol, right? The reflection of man, like all of the angles of man, right? And this angel is, look at these chakras. It's like here, knew that you were whole when you first was in this realm, right? When you first got birthed into this realm. They knew your fullness of you. They knew that you were fragile also, right? And so it's like they held you. They've been holding you, right? This is about the what is it called? The trilogy of the unknown, right? The benevolent spirits, right? That is here to help you, right? Your alignment, right? Being in alignment, right? And then we have duality, because the angels knew that you were going to face the hard times, right? The angels knew, right, of what was to come, and that's why they are here helping you, right? And then this card, the mask, like I said, I wrote this down and I was pulling the cards and the energy just was coming off of them, right? And then I had to like step away and clean up, and then as I was cleaning up, the messages was coming through, right? And look at her, she's like fixing herself to look like what she sees in the mirror, right? This image has this what's this, black hair? And look at all these mirrors, right? She's trying to see something about herself. And this could be like we trying on masks, right? To fit in a realm, to fit somewhere, right? To be someone, to be something that fits to someone in our outside reality. Okay, you know how when I said feeling, wait a minute, the version of you that feels like you're not safe in the world. She pretending, putting on masks, but in this world she believes she's afraid of people, right? Being someone that someone will accept, right? Pretending to be someone so that you can be accepted, right? It is that energy, right? And so because creation itself also will be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious, right, liberty of the children of God. For we know that the whole creation groans and labors with birthing pains together until now, because we understand the truth of things, right? Not only that, but we also who have the first fruits of the Spirit, right? You have this knowledge of the Spirit. The Spirit is holding you. Your angels are holding you, right? Look at his hand. He's holding you, right? It's like Psalms 91, I give my angels charge over you type of energy, right? Even we ourselves groan within ourselves. We groan within ourselves because we don't know the happening. We don't know what's happening, right? We feel this energy, this pain, you know, this suffering that we experience, our body is holding on to. We just don't get it. We just like, why are we enduring this? You know, they just gave me like when Sender Master Yahusha was on the cross and he says like, why is thou forsaking me? And it's just like that was like the last version of his ego self, like not understanding what it was experiencing, right? Even we ourselves grown within ourselves, eagerly waiting for the adoption and waiting for ourselves to be delivered, right? The redemption of our body, right? The body needs to be in redemption. The body needs to be assured. The nervous system, right, needs to be assured that it is safe, that it is okay, right? And it says, for we were saved in this hope. We're saved in the hope, hoping that, okay, let me finish reading because Spirit is going somewhere. But hope that is seen is not hope, right? We see things on the outside reality, right? It's easy for us to say, okay, we want that. But what about internally, right? For why does one still hope for what he sees? But if we hope for what we do not see, we eagerly wait for it with perseverance, right? It's easy for us to see something outside of us. Oh, I want to win the lottery. I want to win this. I want to win that. But when we sit within ourselves, right, we feel like there is no hope because we don't know that we are here to save ourselves. It's easy for us to say that the Jesus figure, and I refer to it as two different names because that is purposeful, okay? And it's saying like the one that says that I died for you, the one the church says like confess all of your sins to it, right? But you can still be the nasty person, or you can still wear your mask, right? As long as you just say, I confess that, right? I'm gonna move on because that's what happens. It happens more often than none. That's like apologizing to someone and still conducting in the same behavior. And it says, likewise, the Spirit also helps in our weakness, for we do not know what we should pray for as we ought, right? But the Spirit himself makes intercessions for us with groanings which cannot be uttered. Now he who searches the hearts knows what the mind of the Spirit is, because he makes intercessions for the saints according to the will of God. And we know all things work together for good to those who love God. This is you loving the inner version of you, right? So that you can liberate yourself, right? Oh, I'm getting chilled. Somebody's touching me too. And it said, we are called according to his purpose. The purpose, right? What is your purpose? Right? Your purpose is to be liberated. Your purpose is to put down the mask. Your purpose is to put down the hurt. Your purpose is to wake up from the dream. Okay? And it says, for whom he foreknew, he also predestined to be conformed to the image of his son. Okay, that is the Yahusha, right? The Christ consciousness, right? To know thyself, right? And it said that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. You may be the firstborn amongst your family members to remember, okay? And that's what you're here to do. You're here to remember, so that it's just like how Spirit is holding your hand. You're holding the hands of your ancestors, of your crossed over loved ones who are still stuck. And it's like you're holding their hands, telling them to come on, let's go this way, because I see the way forward, right? This is what you were here to do, right? It's what you were destined here to do, right? And it says, moreover, whom he predestined, these he also called. Whom he called, these he also justified. And whom he justified, these he also glorified. Okay, and it's just like you are not alone, because you have that theurgy, that energy working with you, right? And so this is the second card that I got. Astrology. Regarding astrology, look at that, like she's the Little Red Riding Hood, afraid to move forward because she feels danger is all around her, right? She doesn't know like that she's safe. The nervous system, thank you, Spirit, doesn't know that it is safe to move forward. It can just walk right past this and watch the puff of the smoke just dissipate from her. You see how she's holding herself? She's consoling herself, like, oh my God, like, what do I do? And then I don't know why they bringing me to this attention to her hand like this. Maybe some of you all might sleep like this, like you're like that dinosaur T-Rex energy, like your nervous system, it needs to be regulated, okay? And so maybe you like can do tapping exercises, tapping, EFT tapping, being out in nature, like Qigong helps a lot to move the energies from your body, because you probably already released them spiritually. Okay, it's time to be released from your body, right? And you may want to go to the gym, take up boxing, something like that, okay? And then we have here, this is like the Pandora box energy. She's opening up this egg, right? And she looks afraid, like she doesn't know what's gonna happen. And she's like, holy shit, if I open this box, right? what's gonna come from it. Before I went down a path and it didn't lead me into such a good space, right? But here she's like opening the box, but I'm still afraid. And it's just like, you see how it's going up to her thoughts? It's like her thoughts is already putting fear in what she just opened. And so she opened this box, right? This new box, right? This, I don't know why Spirit is saying that, but she opened this, right? And maybe what's in it is gold, right? Because in here is gold. You see the goldness coming up from it. But it's only her, this crown, big ass crown on her head, right? Ego, right? Fear of the past, right? Fear of moving forward, that could be tainting this energy of all limitless possibilities, right? And then we have the flow. Instead of just going with the flow of life, allowing whatever is flowing from this, right, to just be, to present itself and unfold naturally. Because remember, everything works for your highest good. That is the passage that I read to you, right? Everything works according to your will, right? Like I said, I'm not religious, I'm not spiritual. I just do this work because, like I said, I don't know what my soul, it just does it, okay? I understand that all of those constructs, words, they're all things that keep you bound to this physical reality, right? And this card represents that. I was looking through these last night, and it was so like explained everything to me in one just look at it. I was just like, wow, that represents something profoundly. Like, I don't consent to any of it, right? I am this person with the blindfold on, right? The evolution of man, right? I don't consent, see, I just understand that they are tools, right? And you see how all paths lead home, right? All roads lead home, right? If you go within, use it esoterically, right? And he's just here like using this, like holding this and just like, you know, I feel this one, and then I feel this piece right here, right? This is this meditation energy, right? Balancing. And so maybe you all can join like some meditation courses to help assist you, okay, moving forward with dissolving this energy. If it's too much for you, okay, go and see a psychologist or a psychiatrist if it's too much, okay? I often suggest that because I don't want you stuck. Neither does your guides. And if a painful memory of something is too painful, trust me, I understand, right? My son's death date, the day he was just shot in the middle of the street, like, I understand. I've healed that from me. And so I speak about the things that happened to me in the past to show you that you can move forward from it, right? And so that energy of his death date, 9/9. This is the year of 9/9/9 is coming back around. And it's been 7 years. He passed away 9/9/18. 1 + 8 is 9. That is the year he passed away. So I try to like say that, even with me getting hit by a car and having all these surgeries and dying and stuff like that, getting shot in the head, like, I tell you all these stories because I want you to know that there is hope, okay? There is a way to release. And when you understand that your path was designed perfectly, and the main point is you overcame. You overcame, and that's a testimony to your strength, right? The only thing that I'm working on now is my PTSD, my experience from the military. That hasn't revealed itself to me yet. I don't know why. Maybe it's something in the future that's going to come full circle with that. And so I'm still figuring that out, right? And so I did want to talk about the theory of time, okay? The Hermes teachings, right? I'm going to put this in a PDF, right? Time as the movement of eternity, okay? Eternity is limitless. Eternity is timeless, still, and unchanging. Time is eternity expressed in motion, right? Remember, I was talking about like how the planets rotate around each other, right? Moving, right? Astrology, right? that the soul in the planetary rotation system, just like the soul in you, that's evolution, that journey, evolution. Spirit is so amazing. My spirit guys are smart. I don't it's just so amazing. Okay, eternity is the image of God. Okay, and time is the image of eternity. Time allows eternity to be measured, right? I'm gonna just put this in a PDF. Okay, past, present, and future. Hermes explains that past, present, and future are not separate realities, right? The past exists only in memory, right? The futures are only possibilities, and the present moment is the eternal now. That is where your magic lays, right? Only the present is truly real, for it is the point where eternity and time meets, right? So this moment, being here right now, like, you can't even pinpoint this moment, because every time I say something, it's another moment, right? It's another present moment. You can't, even that, you can't catch it. Something that you can't capture, even that you can't capture it. Even this right here, when I move my hand like this, something else is still evolving, right? But it's just the rotation of the nowness, right? It's the happening of the right now, right? Some people may even, the yogis may even call it the stillness of the now, right? Because it's just right now. It's ever, it's always moving, right? It's unchanging. It is the magic of the this and that. It's just, I don't know, when my guys are showing me, they're having me feeling like the disillusion, like the dissolving, dissolution. I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry. The closing down or dismissal of an assembly partnership. I don't know. Deducted living, dissipation. Terminating or destructing by breaking down. This can even be the dissolution of your reality, okay? The tearing down of the illusion, because it's like two words. Two can be one meaning. The duality of it, the this, D-I-S, right? And the illusion, and you two words into one. My guys are so smart. But they're telling you that it's peace in the now. Okay? It's peace in the now moment. Okay? Balance. There's peace in the now. Okay? Whatever path you choose, there is peace in the now. And then we have this alchemy card. I love this card. I don't know why. Because this is the sun card. This is like, look at that. Even though what he been through, he looked tethered to me. This is how I feel sometimes. You know how you can feel like, and then the next day you just, but it's that energy of what's next, right? It's the energy of when you keep thinking about what I've been through type of energy, right? It's that energy. Like what I've been through, you know, the woe energy, you know, like, you know, life being hard. And you know what sometimes, like what people say, like how someone looks, okay, they can look like they had a real rough life and stuff like that. It's that energy, okay? It's giving that energy, to where you're just like, man, like what else can life throw at me? But you still move forward. You alchemize it. Look at that, right? You just alchemize it. What is that? You're always showing me something. It's like a little girl blowing out. Look at that. Free, and his inner child is, oh, animus, anima. The integration of the animus, anima. The man has the animus. The man has the wounded mother energy. I think that's what Carl Jung says, okay? And the woman has the animus. So this is what this is like. You're healing that space, okay? That's why they drawn that to my attention. But I have some runes here, and I'm gonna get out of this reading. Let's see. First we have Othala, Othala, Othala. And this rune is karma, being liberated from karma, okay? Thank you. This is the French version, and I'm like, wait a minute, I cannot read French. Maybe I should. It says liberate from the karma, liberated from the familiar family. Okay. Because that's the only word that I can read, okay? Famila. Come on, Spirit. Give me the runes. I'm sorry, y'all. But I think that's what this means. Okay, I'm going. I know. I'm sorry. I gotta stop doing this. I'll be trying. I promise you, I'll be trying. I'm gonna write this down when I get off. This. Okay. So we have. Yeah, Othala, goddess, property, home, plenty, okay? I felt that, because I'm like, let me see what this is, because in French it says something different. But it's something about hot property, home, plenty. Okay, this could be like within you, okay? You're already home within you, okay? This is you being safe here on this realm, right? You realizing you have nothing to worry about, right? Because man, you're gonna release the energy of the past, right? You're not gonna be afraid of people anymore, right? Personalities, because of your experiences, right? And then we have this Perthro, pawn, magic, mastery, feminine. Wow, look at that. Everything I just said, right? And then we have this blank room. And I don't know what the blank room means. Rebirth, new beginnings, I don't know. Let's see, what does the blank room mean? It took me out of this room. Okay, the blank room means, also known as Odin, room of the weird room, represents the unknowable fate, mystery, and the absence of answers, okay? So you're feeling absent right now, right? It signifies that some knowledge or answers are beyond reach, belonging to the realm of fate or the divine. It serves as a reminder to reflect on the concept of not knowing, inviting contemplation rather than frustration, okay? So if you're feeling frustration, this is the energy I was feeling this morning as I was going along my day, okay? I was feeling like something felt out of reach. And remember, I teach this, and so I understood it wasn't my energy when I got up this morning. I understood that energy, but like I said, it doesn't matter if it's mine or not, right? Feel free to move forward, okay? And as I said, I take on these energies because I know it's what my soul likes to do, okay? And so I hope this made sense for you. I hope this was able to bring you some answers, okay? Just understand things will work out for you. This energy will pass, okay? Just continue to go within. 55 change is here, as I was saying that. Okay, I hope this video wasn't too long for you all. If you stayed for it, thank you for being here, okay? You are appreciated. Your work is greatly appreciated. Those are messages from the ancestors, okay? Oh, look at that. Oh, and this could be for women embracing their animus, right? Embracing the unknown, right? Look at that. You're seeing possibilities, right? Look at the door open, even though it's up there. You see it. You see it ahead of you, right? The glass half full, being optimistic about things. Look, the spirit of peace is here. And then we had the peace symbol. It's just more confirmation that everything is going to work out according to the plan, okay? Remember, the Most High, as I stated before, is always working according to you, okay, for you, okay, because you are it and it is you, right? That's what separates you from the others, okay? You from other people, you knowing that the Most High has your back, right? You knowing that, right? That's what sets you apart, right? You have that unwavering faith, that hope of the things that you can't see, right? You understand what that really means, right? And you honor that space. That is your sacred space. That is like the promise of life, the rainbow. Oh, I promise, how he promised Moses, right? Like I said, I'm not a religious. I just use this to gain the answers when spirit wants to give me answers. So namaste, guys. I love you all so much. I hope you all take care. I hope this message helped you at this time, okay? Take care. Bye.